And the 1976 Westinghouse dryer, the reason it stopped working is the crimp failed here on the cord. And so it was loose and ended up getting hot here. And so it finally just succumbed and had an open neutral. But when I was first testing it, depending on when I moved it out, it was connected back up again and started just for a second. So what happened, it was barely touching on here. So both the hot lugs were connected, and this was just kind of like hanging on intermittently. So that got hot, the copper here, and replaced the cord anyways. That's all kind of screwed up due to the heat. And so the terminal block here is busted. This one had been busted a long time ago, and I kind of had it held on there, but I've got a new one on order. And for this machine, it uses one that's a 530000134-264 range dryer block, and that's the Frigidaire Electrolux Westinghouse number. The GE number is that. They're about 10 to 15 bucks. So that'll be fixed up. I'm going to put a longer cord on. But what happened here is the black wire looks okay. The other lug here, I'm going to probably have to put a piece of heat shrink tubing over this, or cut it back and put a new lug if I've got enough space. The two neutrals on this had a bunch of little crud on it. This blue one here goes to the door switch. This goes up to the timer. It all goes down in there. So when I first hooked it up, it looked like it was okay, but it just ran for a second and stopped. So I thought it was the motor. Pulled the motor out by mistake. But anyways, it needed to be re-greased. There's the part number. Now I'm going to buzz out the lug here, L1, which is red on my schematic. Got continuity over here. This is going down through here to a switch in the timer, through the cycle thermostat, high limit through the heater, and I've got up the other end of the ohm meter connected up to there. So when I rotate this around, there it is off. That's in the run mode, so that's going through this switch here. So the red on mine, L1, goes down through here through the cycle, high limit, the heater. And then if I go over here, connect this to 200 ohms, there's the heater element. And probably got a little bit of loose connections through here, but plus I haven't zeroed out the leads. There's the 10 ohm through the heater here. Okay, on my machine here, L2 is the black input, and in high heat it connects up to the centrifugal switch here. In low heat it connects up to the neutral, so it goes around through here directly to the neutral. It doesn't go through the door switch because it's got wimpy wiring, and I don't have it connected right now because I got the machine apart. So I was going through and buzzing out between here on the centrifugal switch to L2 over here, and I had no buzzer, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? And then I realized I'd had it set on low heat, so if I turn the switch around from low heat to high, I've got continuity and non-continuity. So this is on low heat here, and I've got no continuity. And if I go over here and change this to high heat, any other place, and I've got continuity right through here. So that puts only 120 volts across the coil instead of 240, so you get quarter the power. So the neutral, also you can run this machine to where you run it on 120 only, and that's where you connect the L2 block here, normally up to the neutral. So in houses before 1947, or if you want to run this on 120 volts instead of 240, you can connect L2 to the neutral here on my machine, and then it runs, motor always runs on 120, but then also you've got the heater coil on 120. And so on mine, the low heat here, it doesn't have a special thermostat that, you know, that biases. This is just runs on low heat here, as much as a hairdryer. So that's about it. So I'll be debugging this thing. Couldn't find a schematic, so that's why I'm going through here making my own. And I got a new terminal block on order.